What's up, guys? This is a new series. What is it called?
It is called
Late
Late
Night
Night Talks.
Discussions. Late Night Talk. Topic for today is
Age gap. It's a little controversial, but honestly, we've been together for 3 years and it's been such a journey. So we figured that we can just let y'all in a little bit of what that's like. Grab your snacks,
grab your snacks.
sit down, relax, and just enjoy everything that we have to spill. All the tea that we have to spill.
So let's start off with our age. You first.
I just turned 22 in February.
And I just turned 30 in December. 30
So,
years young.
We met whenever I was 18 and he was 26.
I was 26.
Dude, child. Don't judge us, okay? We didn't even like each other at first, so that's not even. Once I turned 18, I was like, okay, I had a boundary. I was like, I'm not gonna date anyone like older than 25. Like, that's where I'm like, that's too old. But he slid in the DMs on accident. He told me he was 26, and I was like, that's crazy. Like, I said, you're really old.
I think I was just scrolling and I saw like a funny something that she reposted. I don't know if it was a meme, but it was something funny. And I was like, who is this? And then I saw her profile pic. So I clicked on it to check to see who it was. And then I started calling her on accident. This was like midnight. And I was like, no way, bro. This person's going to think I'm a freaking weirdo. So it starts calling her. She doesn't answer. No, I hung up quickly.
Now you're waiting for me to answer.
And then I immediately apologized. That's where I slid in the DMs, what she's saying. But I just apologized. Like, that was complete accident. And the rest is history.
No, he's missing the part where he was like, don't know you, but want to be friends. And I was like, sure. Why not? I don't know who you are.
No. What did you answer when I said sorry? What did you say?
Está bien. Or something like that.
I'm going to pull up the receipt so you can go detail to detail.
Está bien. And I said, sure.
She didn't even speak Spanish, chat. And she answered in Spanish to try to...
I hate when you say that.
Anyways, she answered in Spanish. She tried to catch my attention.
I didn't. I just said it's fine.
And then she answered nicely. Like, so I was like, okay, she doesn't think I'm like a weirdo. So that's when I said, you want to be friends? Like,
it's because I believed him when he said that he accidentally called me.
It was so
now
weird,
I don't believe him.
But I swear it was an accident.
So basically, we're just friends.
Oh, wait. We didn't know each other's age, by the way. Like, when all this happened, I called her, all that. I asked her to be friends. We had no idea how old we were. I just knew she was from Del Rio.
I don't know. We just started talking all the time. And that's literally it. We would talk like, I wouldn't say flirty, but we weren't like completely like not flirty, if that makes sense. And he invited me out to go dance. And I was like, oh, how cool. Like, I've always wanted to go dancing.
We started talking as friends. We got to know each other. And then eventually we started to like each other.
I saw his pictures. Not that I wasn't attracted to him, but I wasn't like, you know, we both just weren't on that page where like, okay, really like this person. It was just more like a friend vibe. We went to the movies. We went to the park after so he can teach me how to country dance. And
oh yeah, for some reason we weren't attracted to each other. It's weird because I had a type and she fit it perfectly, but for some reason when I met her, I wasn't attracted to her like that. You know, like right off the bat. Until later I started like getting to know her, getting to like see her, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love everything about her. But at first, I don't know what happened for both of us.
It was the same with me. I was like, this man is hot, he's tall, like everything. He knows how to dance. I'm like, how did you not see it? But I don't know. But anyways, whenever we started dancing at the park, a spark lit up in me, and I was like, why am I looking like
Chris, those dance moves, the practices that me and you had, those nights paid off.
I really enjoyed that.
I wooed her with those dance moves.
Like, if I want to go home, I'm gonna go home. But I was like, you sure you don't want to hang out a little bit longer? I was vibing. Okay, how did we first feel about the age gap?
How
Like
did you
I
feel?
said,
When you found out my age. Yeah, oh yeah, go ahead.
like I said, my limit was 25. When I was like 26, I was like, bro, I don't know about all that. You're too
Maybe
old
that's why
for
we started
me.
off as friends. Like you had those restrictions. Maybe
Yeah. If anything, I probably would have tried harder and looked at your pics more. Like, I would have.
if I was under.
But I was like 26. Nah, bro. Like, chill. You're old. But that's how I felt at first. And then I was like, wait. Because then I had actually met him and I was like, oh, he doesn't act like an old person. He doesn't act like. I don't know. I was expecting you to be super, like, old. I don't know. But he actually vibed with me. So I was like, that's why. And then after that first date or whatever, I started to feel more calm. I was like, okay. I didn't mind it after that.
And for me, I was like, no way, bro. That's too young. And that's when I when I like actually started to like her, I was like, dude, this is like too young. And so in my head, even though like let's say I started to like her a little bit, in my head I was like, no, I don't even want to like honestly pursue it until she turns like 19, like later, because I was like 18 is just too crazy. So I was very, very, very hesitant about it.
But what I did like though, I remember he had picked me up for our first date, and he had like his college sticker on his car, and I was like, "Oh shoot, you're a scholar. Like you have it like that. Like you're not like a bum that's like 26. You're like, you got it like that." So I was like, okay. I was like, period.
When I saw her pictures, right off the bat, I'm not gonna lie, I thought she was like 2 years younger than me. I thought she was like 23, 24, and I thought she had just stayed in Del Rio for some reason. Alina's very good with her makeup, as you can tell. And she actually looks like older. Like it makes her look older and like very mature. And so I liked it. I thought it looked good on her. And I was convinced she was in her early 20s.
So when it comes to our friends and our family, it was like some family was okay, some family was iffy, some family was like no. So it's like a lot. Where should we start with my mom? So at first I told my mom, hey, I'm going out with this guy. He's 26. And she's like, yeah, that's insane. But she still let me go. So I went. And you wanted to meet my mom, right?
Yeah, I wanted to meet her mom because most people right off the bat, if they hear that they're going to go out, their daughter's going to go out with an older guy like that, you know, that parents automatically go into security mode. Security mode. They get their alarms start ringing, and so I know, I knew that I wasn't like every other 26-year-old that just got out of college, trying to talk to a young girl, trying to do any of that. I wanted to talk to the parents to get to know them so they can see my personality, so they can see whatever it is, something that I knew was going to help them feel better once they got to talk to me a little bit. So we kind of arranged it. Well, she said yes to hanging out. And I was like, okay, let me like go inside and talk to your mom. And so we did.
So my stepdad was out of town, so he wasn't there. It was just my mom. So my mom met him, and she was
First thing she said, as soon as I got there, she's like, why
like,
are you talking to an 18-year-old?
She said, what are you doing with an 18-year-old? And I was like, Mom, chill.
I was like, honestly, we met kind of on accident on social media or whatever. I was like, and like we became friends, like that's it. And I was like, and we're still friends. I was like, but we've been like just talking consistently. We just kind of wanted to like get to know each other in person. Like right now it's just like friend vibes or whatever. And she was like, oh, okay. Like she just like kind of.
Not just that, okay. When she found out his whole
just say it.
college stuff, she was like, okay, you're good to go.
Yeah, she knew I had gone to college already.
She's like, what are you getting, your bachelor's or your master's? And then he was like, oh, I'm getting my doctorates. And I was like,
yeah.
And my mom was like, oh shoot, okay. She was able to take it more serious.
Yeah, she knew like if somebody goes through that grad school, undergrad and grad school, doesn't have kids, doesn't like you could tell they have their priorities a little bit straighter than most people. So that gave her a lot of sense of like.
I'm not saying that willed me in, but it was very much like a shoot. Okay. So my mom, she got over it in 2 seconds, and then you want to talk about your mom or my dad?
I don't even know how I told my mom about it.
She found out on her own. We were trying to keep it a secret for the longest time.
But like she found out when we were friends or talking?
No, we were talking. I already had your initial on my now. And then okay, let me just tell you. He was like, my mom's in a freak. We can't tell her nothing. And I was like, shoot. I had his initial on my nail already. We were just talking, by the way. I was down bad at this point. I had his initial on my nail. He invited me to church, which is going to be the first time I'm going to meet his mom. So I go, and I'm like, shoot, I have to hide my initial because we're just friends. We're trying to play it off like we're just friends to her.
And a little more context. The reason we're trying to play it off and hide it was because my mom really was not okay with the idea of me talking to someone that much younger. She wanted me with somebody more my age, more maturity type of thing. So she had always kind of like warned me, or at least given me advice to not go for somebody younger like that. And so I knew right off the bat, I was like, oh, my mom's not going to be cool with this. My mom, though, is really, really nice when it comes to meeting anybody. She even though like she's not okay with the age situation, the moment she met her, my mom was really, really nice to her. And
but also at the same time, she thought we were just friends. So it was easier for her to be like, okay.
But if she thought we were just friends and I invited you to church, I feel like at that point she's like,
I don't know. I was trying to hide my initial. I was like, shoot. And I was like, I'm meeting your mom. Like, no, she's going to try to talk to me. I don't know what to say. And then she asked for my age. What do I say? Like, I was freaking out. He was like, she's not going to talk to you because y'all are at church. And she was talking to me a lot. So I was like, I'm screwed. But, so we kept that a secret for, like a month maybe, until someone found out my age. And then they told her.
Yeah. And then she
was
reacted like I thought she would, and I had to, like talk to her and let her know, like, hey, you just get to know her a little bit more, get to see the type of person she is. There's a reason I started like liking her, and I feel like you'll see it once you keep getting to know her. So, but yeah, that's how she reacted. Let's talk about your dad.
Now she loves me, by the way. She always tells me like all the time. So we're tight right now. Just so y'all know, it does get better. If anyone's wondering, if y'all are like, shoot, my parents, it gets better. Like, honestly, his mom was so against it, and now she's like, she got to know me. She sees me for the person that I am, so she's like, she's good. It gets better. Okay, my dad. I told my dad, my stepmom, my grandparents, my stepsister, my half sister. I told everyone at the dinner table when we were all there. I think it was on Thanksgiving, maybe. And I was like, okay, guys, yes, I'm seeing this person, and he's this age. And they were like, oh, okay, what does he do? Like, so casual. And I was like, I was expecting y'all to flip out. Like, my dad, I was expecting him to be like, bro, what are you doing? No one flipped out. They were just like, oh, cool. And they were like, as long as he doesn't pressure you to get married right away or whatever, then you're good. And I was like, and then my dad was like, he doesn't have kids, right? I was like, no kids. And they met him, and the second they met him, I feel like, shoot, dude. My dad's side of the family is so close with him now. Like, they're like, I will show up to family events, and the first thing they say is, where's Cesar? I'm like, okay, period. Honestly, I'm not mad at it, because I was expecting them to be, like, so mad. But yeah, it was pretty chill. Our next topic is our biggest differences of being 22 and 30.
Big difference for me. Time to get into the controversial stuff. I do think it's a maturity thing. For example, there's things that I feel like in a relationship I don't really need, that I feel like, oh, maybe I needed back then when I was in my early 20s or when I was in high school or whatever. And now I'm like, I care about other things. Social media. I don't really, at this point, like, it doesn't really matter to me if she posts me that often. Like, if she does, cool, like, I like it. But it's not something I really look for. And like gifts,
I feel like you don't care about gifts, but at the same time, I feel like you've always told me that before you were never.
Gifted.
Yeah, no one really put in that effort, really. And I'm such a gift giver. I love giving gifts. I give as much as I can. So with him, I'm like, it's your birthday. Okay, I'm going on a. Like, I got him a PS5. Did I have money for it? No, I made it happen. I just love making him feel special.
Like it's weird. Like nowadays, and I don't know if all my 30-year-olds out there can relate, but what I care about more is like, if you're gonna be a good girlfriend, like that's like you helping me when I'm stressed out, not trying to fight about little things, like, trying to keep my stress in the minimal. And honestly, even like massages, things like massages are like top tier, man. If I just lay down and then she starts scratching my back or starts massaging my legs, like, dude, thank you, God. Like
Which I do
that's the
all the
stuff.
time.
That's the stuff that's like, for me now is what's real important to me is that kind of like I guess I realize what I like. That's like the love language that I want, and it's I've came to notice too that she has her own, and
And mine's
trying
completely
that's one of
opposite.
the struggles honestly about this age gap is it's so different. So it's hard to adapt, and you actually have to sit down and communicate. For example, one thing is like opening the door for her. I felt like I would do it all, like nearly all the time, and we had this conversation once, and she was just like, I don't really.
But it's like I love it. If we're going on a date, I require it. Like if he doesn't open the door for me when we're going on an actual date, that's when I'm like, okay, you have to. But if we're getting out to go to the store, I'm not that big on it right now. It's just not my priority
Yeah,
unless it's a date.
she's like if I don't do it, she's like completely fine with it. And for me, that caught me off guard. I was like, and or like if I did it and it was like she was unfazed by it. Like a lot of times,
Okay, no, the first
girls.
time though, I was like, oh, I can't believe he did that. Like I don't know why. I was just so shocked. I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. He opened the door for me.
Yeah, a lot of times that's how girls like. You would think a girl would react like that because I don't know. I guess guys don't do it, but there's a time that we talked about it. She's just like, I don't really. I mean, it's whatever. And it's always completely mind blown.
Which I love. I do love. It's just I have other things that I like more.
Which are
Which are like getting posted. Like when you're in your 30s, it's like, bro, come on. Like you don't have to do all that. But since I'm young, I'm learning a lot. Like right now, getting posted is like important to me. Which he does, but I feel like I almost require it a lot. It's not like he's like, oh, I'm not gonna post you. It's more like he does it every once in a while, and I'm like, but I want it more, like
yeah, chat.
that type of
Honestly,
thing.
there's a time where I was like, how is this even possible to post you this much? Like I think I counted and I was like, I posted you like twice every week this whole month, like at least like 12 times this month. I don't know. I was counting. I would go back and count and be like, is this not enough? Like, so confused.
But being with a 30-year-old, you do realize, okay, maybe some of these things I'm asking for are gonna be stupid in the long run. But that's where the balance helps here, because it's like, okay, he's gonna do what I love, and in the long run I'm not gonna really require it because it's gonna be like kind of childish in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but he understands that right now at this moment that's what I like, so he's trying to cater to that. So it's very much coming together and figuring it out.
Another big thing that I like is when she lets me just like do guy things. Like if I want to play Fortnite with the guys, she's just like, okay, I'll be in your room. I'm
It's
like
my time to watch my
she
shows.
finds
Like
something to do, and I come back an hour later, super mad at the game. But I'm like so grateful. I'm like, man, thanks, honey, for like. And then I feel so grateful that she did that, and I'm all like hugging her and like kissing her, and I'm like, dude, like she just did that. What the heck? Like girls don't usually do that. If you're a girl out there and you're in your early 20s and your man's a little older and likes gaming, like just give him that time. Like I don't know, it's weird. Like when girls do that, like it's not natural, and it's like so much happiness for the guy. Or,
but
or
I will
even gym
also
time too.
say I will also say that part of the reason I'm even like that is because I'll be like, hey, honey, can we watch this movie? Can we go get popcorn from the movies? Can we go to the store? Like anything. And he was just like, yes, 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 yes. It's like he does so much for me that the least I can do is let him play his game. Like You have to make sure that y'all are keeping each other happy. Now, if your partner is like, no, I don't want to watch a movie. No, this is boring. No, this, no, that. Then it's like, obviously, you're not going to be a good girlfriend and like let him do his thing. So it's very much, y'all have to find a good balance and keep each other happy. That's what I'd say. My best advice. No matter what age. So, our energy levels, let me just say now that, well, since I'm younger, it's not even that I'm younger, it's my personality. I'm very much hey, you put pickles on his burger and he didn't want pickles type of person. And he's more of a, it's okay.
Continue. I don't know what that means, but they probably do.
My energy is all the way up here at a 10, and his is like at a freaking 3.
I thought it was asking something different. So, energy levels, I was thinking like, I'm 30, so I should be tired all the time. I don't know what she was talking about, chat. But for me, I'm honestly have a lot of energy. Like, I get out of work, I go to the gym, I get on Fortnite, I'm up doing videos like this. I don't know. I just feel like I'm always doing something. I go to church, I start playing guitar, start doing a bunch of stuff. And her, she gets out of work, or she went when she had a job. She goes straight to bed. I'd get out of work at 6:30 p.m. and she was already asleep.
But once it's time to hang out, once it's hangout time at night, he is dead asleep.
Facts.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, going out and staying in. Believe it or not, going back to me being the older one in the relationship, he likes going out. I hate going out. I love to be in bed. Once it's time to start getting ready to go out, I'm like, nah, never mind. I can't do it.
Yeah, and it's crazy because we both kind of had the same I don't know how to say this, but like we're at the same stage of life where I didn't really party much or do any of that stuff in college. Like,
Okay, we're not gonna start lying to the camera.
you guys from undergrad, y'all knew I would always go to sleep early because of tracks, cross country. I knew all that stuff. We're like in the same stage of life because I just kind of got exposed to it. She's at that age, so. But yeah, she doesn't really want to go out.
I don't like going out. He loves going out.
I'll go with like my flag football friends. Or
So I'm very much the old one in this relationship.
Just like dancing country music.
Dance halls, yes, I will go anytime. But going out to the club and stuff, not really my scene. Texting style, I like the emojis. I like the good morning, good night, things like that. And staying on FaceTime, going to bed. That's one thing.
Oh, that's a big difference, Chad. That's a big difference. She wants to stay up on FaceTime every night, dude. Like on my work days, and I can't. I'm just like, honey, I'll hang up like in the middle of the night. Like I don't know.
That's what sucks the most. Honestly, I hate that because I love it so much.
I don't know. I just.
I
it's
will
probably an age
admit
thing.
that back then he used to do it every night, but we didn't see each other as much, so it was more like, okay, yeah. But now that we see each other almost every day, it's he doesn't want to.
So,
But I will say his texting is immaculate. He'll text me good morning, good night, update me, emojis. He's not dry like probably some other 30-year-old. So honestly, texting is perfectly fine with him.
we have the same humor. It's crazy. We make similar jokes. We laugh about the same stuff. We're watching TV and then we see something and we both catch it and laugh. It's crazy. Our humor is like pretty insane.
Yeah, our humor definitely does match, which is good.
I think that's what honestly made us click. That's when we realized.
Even though I was shy at the beginning, I was like, I can't make a joke. I'm scared. But no, we ended up doing good in that area. How you solve a conflict?
Solving conflicts. I am 30 years old and I feel like I'm very reasonable and logical. And
I don't think he
this
is
is a difference between I also not only age that I'm older and she's younger, but men and women. She is very when it comes to talking about certain things, very in her feelings and emotional, and I'm more like logical. I don't really like yeah, I'm sad or upset, but it's more like logic. Like okay, what did you do wrong? What did I do wrong? What's that solution to this? How are we gonna fix it? Like it's very very logical.
It's very different for us in our relationship. It's very, very different. Like, that's something we can definitely work on. Like, if there's one thing that you can take away that's like not bad, but like just
Something
out
to
of the
consider.
norm.
Definitely consider this.
It's a lot when it comes to our relationship. This is our biggest difference.
But again, I don't know if this is an age thing. I think it's a man and woman thing.
No, it's mostly an age
Put it
thing.
in the comments, guys. Is this a man and woman thing that girls are, I don't know, when y'all talk about situations, the guy doesn't seem as emotional as a girl. It seems like he doesn't really care.
It could be like a mixture of both. What do people assume that are wrong about us? Oh, I would say the fact that people think, well, he's older, so are y'all gonna get married ASAP? Are y'all gonna have kids ASAP? That's something that's totally wrong when it comes to us. We are vibing. We want to travel. We have the exact same mindset when it comes to kids and marriage. So that we don't struggle with. I know other people definitely would, but not with us. People think it's all about looks. People assume one person is more
You're
mature.
too close, honey. That's gonna sound like.
Comment below, whoever got to know us, whoever sees our videos, what is y'all's biggest misconception about us? And I will answer that.
Misconception about us. What do people think when they first see us that might be wrong?
Do we like the same music? We do.
We like very similar music.
He likes Owl City type stuff, which is fine. But it's like, dude, the song's already perfect. Why are
City.
you going to find robotic versions of that song? Like,
Okay, that's not an age thing. That's just me.
okay.
That's like, I like listening to covers of other songs. Like if I hear "The Way Life Goes" by Uzi Vert, by Lil Uzi, I'll find like a different cover with the same song, or like I'll any song. Honestly, I pretty much like all genres.
Genres. Old slang versus new slang.
I keep up with the slang more than she does. Chat.
Very true. Like, going back to me being the eldest in this relationship, he keeps up with the new slang more than I do. So keep in mind, he had the best era ever. He was born in the best time ever. He had senior year 2014. Like, bro, that's like the time to be alive. He had freaking beginning of college 2016. Like, dude, oh my god, I'm so jealous. Like, I'm so freaking jealous of that. I was in 7th grade. Like, it sucked. I was like, dude, I wish I could be in high school during that time.
Now we're in the get serious section. My career with school and all that, it's pretty much set. I got my doctorate's degree and now I'm a physical therapist here in Del Rio. Planning to do travel physical therapy very soon. You could kind of advance, get specialized in certain things and, make more money, different things like that. But for the most part, I think I know my plan was to pretty much get a good paying job that helps people and one that I can be at home, on a daily basis. I've always been like a family-centered person, and I feel like I would prefer a job that I can come back home to my wife.
I've always wanted to move to LA, and I was planning to move when I turned 18. But I met him, and I decided to wait for him until he was done with everything he needed to do. So now we're moving in a couple months, which is so fun for my career in modeling and acting. And thankfully, I have such a supportive man. He was like, yes, I'll go with you. Like, he's so supportive with us. It was very much we supported each other from the start. So that's not much of an issue for us.
And real quick, communication is very important when you have an age gap like this because you see things in a different perspective. So you have to communicate that to your partner and let them know what your preferences are, what your plans are, what your goals are, what you like, what you don't like, because it's very different because of the age. I feel like she should like a certain thing and she doesn't. So it's vice versa. Just communication. Make sure you communicate a lot. So like the way we communicate, like you like social media posts, I like massages. You have plans to move to LA. I had plans to stay here for 3 years. So like all these like plans that can conflict, as long as you communicate with time, you can find like a solution to like what works for both of y'all. Like she did the waiting, decided to wait 3 years so we can end up eventually doing what she wants to do. And so that wouldn't have happened if we wouldn't have communicated. So.
And it's a lot of compromise, I'd say. Especially when you're young, you're like, but I don't want to compromise. Like, you're young. Like, I'm young. Let me live. Let me do this. Let me do that. But if you truly want to be with someone, you have to compromise. Like, compromise these 3 years. Stay here with him so we can do this. And now he's compromising, leaving everything here to go help me pursue my dream. And so it's just compromise. We're both getting what we want at the end, but we're doing it together instead of thinking separately and selfishly. Who acts older?
Me.
Okay. But it's me because I don't like to go out. I don't like
Yeah, but overall, I feel like I act
Acts
older.
older is definitely me.
Mm.
Who acts more immature? I definitely say him.
Chat. I'm like
You should hear him on the game.
mature like 90% of the time in this relationship. When I'm by myself, it's different. It's very different. But when we're together, it's
Who gets jealous easier?
oh my gosh, definitely her.
I don't, dude. I wish I had his brain. He probably gets jealous, but he doesn't. He doesn't like, and I'm like, please get like. I know that's so bad. That's another thing with our age. I'm like, please get jealous, please, like. But he's so calm. I don't. There's
Honestly,
nothing
chat, honestly,
like.
when you're older and when you lock in and when you do what you gotta do, you don't feel jealous. Like for example, I'm gonna give you like a worst case scenario. Let's say you're dating a girl, you have a girlfriend, and she all of a sudden you've been a great man. All of a sudden she decides to cheat on you, or she decides to flirt or talk to I don't know somebody she's not supposed to. You know you've done all you can do, and you know the person you are, you know the man you are, you know what you've worked for, and if she's deciding to like sacrifice all that, like what's the point of being upset about
Okay,
that?
but that's like straight up cheating and stuff. I'm saying like if a guy like guys come up to me all the time.
Okay,
Guys come up to me all the time and he's like, oh, it's because he looks so good. He's like,
okay.
nada que ver.
This is another a good point. That's a little touchy subject, but you know, we're going real with the talk. The way she dresses is actually a big thing that was like where we were just bumping heads. Because for me personally, you know, I want my girlfriend to be, you know, not.
Modest.
I want her to be modest, especially if she's in a relationship with me, and if she's wearing something where guys are just staring at her, you know, up and down at Target or at Walmart, like normal place. This isn't even like out and about. This is just like a normal place. And I could see them looking at her. And she's not wearing jeans. She's wearing something a little more showy. And it's like, okay, like to a point, like you could have worn something a little different. Like that's what
That was his mindset.
my mindset. That's what I prefer.
Mine was like, I don't care. I will do anything you want me to do, but being not like making me not wear what I said, making me
Just holding you back on what you wanted to
yeah,
wear.
like I want to be able to wear whatever I want.
But
And that was my biggest thing. If you like, no, that's something I'm never changing for anyone. And so
and she actually did for a while.
I did, and I
did for a while.
felt horrible. I was
And
like,
so we ended up coming to a compromise. But this is something that was really, really hard for me. And I was just like, man, how am I gonna do this? Because like it not only felt disrespectful from the guys, like guys checking her out right in front of me. I'm not gonna go fight every single guy, you know what I mean? So to an extent, I was like, she needs to do something, you know? In a way, it felt like she was disrespecting me because she was allowing all of this to happen.
and to me, it wasn't disrespectful. I was like, they're the ones looking at me. Like, I'm just.
Yeah, but it felt like she was provoking it.
But it's just what I like. And that's what he doesn't get. Like, we're never going to really see eye to eye on this.
Yeah, we're probably not. And I think it's an age thing. I'm like, okay, she understands. She's young. She has a good body at this age, whatever she wants to kind of show it off. Me, I was more of the type like, okay, like I want her to just show it off to the person, the only opinion that matters. But I do understand it's also for her. Like she's doing it for her. And in my eyes, in my brain, I'm like, oh, if you really like it for yourself, why you gotta post on social media? Why you gotta be out in public? Anyways,
but then,
comment who you agree on.
No, but then one of my things.
I know there's a lot of girls out there that are like, no, good job, Alina, stand your ground on this. But I know there's a lot of guys out there too that are like, bro.
Yeah, it's a very half and half thing. But I will say I didn't like the fact that he would go out without me. I was like, that was one of my things that I was like, there's no need to go to the club without your significant other. But so that was our compromise. I was like, okay, you can go out with the boys. Just like go out with the boys, whatever, and I'll wear whatever I want.
Oh, by the way, honey, we're going out this weekend.
Honey.
Anyways, chat. That was our compromise. It's been working, honestly. I came to the point where I'm just like, okay, she's gonna wear whatever she wants.
Okay, but being jealous, no, he doesn't get jealous.
I do. But what can you do, honestly? What can you do? At that point, you just trust her. Like, for example, if a guy went up to her and started flirting her, when I wasn't around, by the way, let's say I wasn't around, a guy came up to her and started flirting with her, she told me about it. I'm trusting that she took care of it, that she handled it. You know, that's it. And then you just try to forget about it.
Who says I'm tired first? Him, for sure, all the time.
Depends. Depends if it's the weekend. If it's the weekend, it's me. If it's the week, it's her.
Who is more romantic?
Give it a tie. When it comes to gifts, her. But I feel like there's differences in the definition of romance.
There is.
Like, if you pray for your girlfriend, I'm like, damn, that's like really romantic. I think that should count.
Okay. Who understands memes better? Me for sure. I'll show him a meme and he's like trying to read it forever and he's like, I don't get it.
Too much. I'm not done.
Okay, whatever. Who is more emotional? Me.
I don't remember the last time I cried, chat.
Love that.
It's not a flex.
Who gives better advice? Me.
Dude, I am the love guru.
Me, bro.
Marisol, comment in the chat right now. Sorry, Marisol, calling her out. But I'm just only saying Marisol because she's heard me give advice to different people. Daddy, I need your backup here. Who else?
He just thinks too much,
Paul?
like a 50-year-old, that it's
Chris?
like, bro.
No, my advice is so good.
No one take his advice. He gives the worst advice.
If y'all need advice on anything, put a question in the comments and I will show you.
No.
I'll give you spot on advice.
I'll give you advice.
It could be love. It could be physical therapy advice. Whatever you want.
Okay, guys. So that wraps up our little age gap video, and we hope you guys enjoyed, got a little bit of insight. If you have any questions at all, just go ahead and drop them in the comments. We'll make sure to answer that.
Yeah, if there's any topics we didn't touch, just let us know. Y'all let us know, would y'all date someone 8 years older or younger? Leave it in the comments.
Let us know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will catch y'all on the next.
We'll see y'all later on the next video.
Should we end it with a kiss?
We'll catch you on the next one, chat. Give us ideas. Bye.